I finally just got something awesome out of this yard. I'm gonna get it cleaned up a little bit better. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek though. I got it right here in my hand. There it is. Look at this. Just got it barely cleaned off. Going to pull it out here. See what we got. And here they come running. The dad got some shiny here, so there it is.
Boots crunch dirt in the morning light. Coals whine as they spring to life. Red clay dreams and relic calls, chasing echoes neath the tall corn walls. Dust kicks up on old farm roads with a shovel and a camera roll. Signal beeps, my heart ignites. Another chapter waiting to unfold. Indiana unearthed, secrets in the ground, coins and buttons, tales profound. Every dig a mystery, every find a prize. Metal gods sing beneath Hoosier skies.
What is going on, my fellow treasure hunters, and welcome back to this week's episode of Indiana Unearthed. Today I did a little door knocking. We got told no more than we got told yes, but we did land a yes, and I'm super excited we landed this yes. I am at an early 1800s home. This house was built right after the Civil War by a Union soldier. He built this house to look like his wife's house in the South. His wife was a Confederate nurse. They met when he became wounded down in the southern states during the Civil War. He built this house, as I said, to look like hers. It's a beautiful home. Can't wait to get into it. The same family has owned it for all these years. And I know that we've said it before, that these spots have never been detected in their virgin land, and they have. But this house, because it's been in the family for so long, the owner told me that it has never been detected. So if you haven't already, like, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified. Really excited about this one, and we will see you all very shortly. All right, y'all. First live dig. 24-25, pretty consistent, fairly deep. I also found out that the property owner, he farms, and he's actually got some fields around here that he was kind of telling me about. All right, let's see if we got it out. Still in the hole. Actually got louder as well. See if we can get in here with the pinpointer and locate it. Uh-oh, I see it. Looks around. What we got? Huh. Not entirely sure what that is. It's definitely like a coin signal though, but it's not a coin. All right. Let's get on some coinage. I know it's here. And those big irons sound amazing. But look at this, right up here in the side yard. Let's pull this axe head. Be nice to get cleaned up. It's kind of wild finding this as close as I just did to the house. Set that to the side and carry on. All right, y'all, 28 to a 30. In one of the higher tones. It's really dry underneath this tree. The rest of the yard has been fairly decent. I'm not sure if I cut the plug wide enough there on that, but still give her a shot here, see what we got. All right, y'all, I cut the plug here initially. I started a live dig on this and I missed it, so you can see I had to recut. Look at this. Just got it barely cleaned off. Getting ready to pull it out here, see what we got. What in the world? Backstay Machine and Leather Co. Quality, Union City, Indiana. Huh. Not entirely sure what that is, unless it's like a little tape measure. It's different. It's pretty cool. Some local history. All right, y'all. I think I just found a medal or a badge. I'm gonna get my brush out here. We'll get this wiped off real quick and see what we got. Let me get this cleaned up a little bit better and we will be right back. All right, everyone, so this is about as good as I can get it there. I believe it's a farming badge of some sort. Can't really tell what it says around the top, but there's also a little tractor on there. You can see it there on the right hand side. Looks like a 5 right there. Not entirely sure what that is, maybe a truck. Looks like it's got some Roman numerals up top there, but nonetheless, pretty cool, nice little relic. I'm on a little bit of a hot spot here. Just pulled this. You can see it sticking out there. Let's see what we got. Looks like it's gonna be like a little keychain. Looks like it's gonna have some writing on it. We'll get that cleaned up. Check that out here in a second. All right, looks like it says International Union Automobile. I would say that this is probably the Teamsters Union. Nice little key tag there. That's awesome. Nice little hot spot we're on. Just pulled this silver plated spoon here. You can see there it says New England silver plate. It's got a really nice little fancy design on it. Just found this right here in the front yard. And this guy finally decided to wake up and join me. Welcome, Keaton. Hi. He was taking a nap in the car. So, here in a little bit, we're gonna go watch some fireworks. It's pretty nice though, I like that. I wasn't entirely sure what I had at first here, but I got an 1881 Indian head penny. Just pulled this right after I pulled that spoon. It's really nice, I like that. Beautiful green patina, can't wait to get that cleaned up. Looks like it's gonna be in really great condition. And right after I just found that Indian head penny, right over beside it, I just found this beautiful gold gilded 2-piece button here. I actually thought at first that it might have been military, but it's just got like a little fancy design there on it, but I will take that. It's a nice little relic, I like that button. So I just found this 1942 Indiana dog tax. That's super cool. You can see it there. 19 got bent. I didn't do that, but the 19's there and 42 right there. Indiana across the bottom, awesome. All right, welcome back everybody. So today, Keaton, Ralston, and I, we've come back out to this farmhouse here that was built by that Civil War soldier. Got a little bit later start, but that's all right. The boys are getting their machine ground balanced over here. Property owner, they've already came out. Probably the sweetest people ever, I will just have to say. Getting ready to get into it. Stay tuned. Hopefully we're able to pull out some more history. Speaking of history, if you guys enjoy this content and you love watching us recover this stuff, please do not forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified. Help share out the content. We would greatly appreciate it. You ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
Let's get into it. And we've been out here for about 35 minutes or so. And this has been my first desirable target. It's going to be a rivet there off a bag or a saddle. You can see there where it was punched on. Hopefully we get on some more coinage out here. And finally, I knew there had to be a button out here somewhere. So I just pulled this one. It's really nice. Hopefully we can continue to get on some good targets. I know there's good stuff out here, but man, it has taken a while to get through it. And by it, I mean all the aluminum. There's a lot of trash out here, low and slow. We're finally getting on some good stuff here. So it's been a while. I moved back around to the front of the house. I'm right here where I found 3 wheat pennies the other day, and I scanned back over where I had cut those plugs and got another signal. I got shiny in the hole. Let's go. Let's get ready to check it out. And here they come running. They heard that Dad got some shiny here, so there it is. Looks like it's going to be a Merc. Let's get it cleaned off here, and we'll see what the date is. Do you want to do the Hawk 2E on it?
Uh-huh.
All right, go ahead and grab it over here. All right, show them what we're about to do.
The Hawk 2.
All right, about to spit on that coin. All right, Keaton was having a little bit of issue there. Man, that water feels nice. Looks like it's going to be a 1937. Here, let's get that off my hairy leg. Looks like it is going to be a 1937 Mercury dime. It's a beautiful coin. I'm going to keep scanning right here because, like I said, I found some wheat pennies and now we got some silver coming out. So maybe, potentially, we got a small little coin spill. Nice. Right, and we got our second flat button out of here. Shank is broke off of it. You can see where that would have went. I've been finding a lot of stuff up here by this driveway, and it's awesome. So I just pulled this pocket knife here. Looks like somebody was using it when they dropped it. So cool. All these pieces that we find, all these relics, they all have a story, you know. And that's one of the cool parts about doing this, because what were they using this knife for, you know? Were they sitting underneath this big old tree right here and whittling a stick and dropped it, or went in for dinner and forgot it was out here? But nonetheless, it's awesome. It's an awesome relic. It's really cool. Really awesome piece of history for this farm. We got our third flat button here. Found this over here by this other tree in the front yard. Shank is intact on this one. I like it. Hopefully we can find some with some fancy designs on them. Came over here to the side yard. Just found this little decorative piece here. It's pretty hefty. I'm not sure if it's lead or pewter. Looks like it's got like a shell design there on it. It is broke. I didn't break it. I've already rescanned the hole, but mystery item. So if anybody knows what that is, please let us know in the comments. Moved around here to the backyard. Got another bouton here. Thought it was a 2-piece. I don't believe so. It's just a thick boy. She's thick with 2 C's. Nice little button there. Keaton said it. Go ahead and you can let them know.
Button spill.
Button spill. I just looked back down in the hole where we just pulled that last button. You can see it there. Got another button. Shank's still intact on that one too. Another flat button. I'm gonna rescan the hole, and maybe you're right. Maybe we're on a button spill. I think Keaton was right. I think we're on a button spill, but I've talked about this before, and being that this is right here off the back of the house, I do believe that what we're seeing here is where they would have taken their wash buckets out and dumped them, and over time the buttons came off their pants and shirts and stuff, and they just dumped them out here in the yard. So I think that's what we're on here. It's pretty awesome though. Third button out of this hole. Gonna keep scanning, see what else we can get. Just found this postage guaranteed finder deposit, any mailbox disabled American veterans out of Cincinnati, Ohio. This is a little tag. I've actually found one of these before. It's pretty cool. We're right here up by the sidewalk and just pulled this here. This is pretty cool. It's a token. It says New York World's Fair 1939 Stork Club. That is awesome. I don't know if it had anything in the middle, but it's a nice little token for sure. Not entirely sure what this thing is. Was hoping it was going to be a coin. It was like a 29, 28. I was going to live dig it, but I've been finding a lot of trash. I think it's a goat. I think. Not entirely sure. Maybe a horse. Again, not sure, but getting ready to wrap up today. I think this is going to be a 3-part where we come out here 3 separate times. Need to not get a late start. Right? All right, y'all. And of course, you know, I can't stop. So I just found this, and I do believe that this is a homemade ring. Looks like it was silver plated at one point. I'll definitely take that. So I don't know if it's just me or not, but it seems like every time that you get ready to leave, you start pulling some good stuff. Well, right here, I just pulled this World War I lead toy here. It's got a little guy, looks like it was a car, and he was riding on the back of it, hanging onto the back. That is awesome. Found that underneath of some roots right there, right here in the front yard. Man, I gotta get out of here before it gets too late, because I'll be out here with a headlamp before it's over with. All right, everyone. So again, that's gonna wrap up today. Like I said, we will be back out here hopefully tomorrow, depending on if it's cool. Actually getting ready to go let the kids swim for a little bit. So until then, we will see you, which will be in a day or two, but for you it'll be right about now. So here we go. All right, y'all, this is gonna make our last day out here for the time being. I got a little surprise guest for y'all here. Brewski joined us. How you doing, man?
All right.
Did you find anything yet?
Not yet.
A little bit of can slaw I seen.
Yep, that's it so far.
All right, let's get on some good targets today and continue to recover some history out here. All right, it's a hot one. And I finally just got something awesome out of this yard. I'm gonna get it cleaned up a little bit better. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek though. I got it right here in my hand. There it is. That's insane. Let me get this cleaned up and we will be right back. Man, I'm sweating. Look at that sweat dripping off my nose. Drink water. Drink your water. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. That is awesome. That is a nice piece of Victorian style jewelry. I'm not entirely sure if it is costume jewelry or not. I'm ecstatic. That is amazing. So I do believe it is silver plated. Have to get it cleaned up a little bit better, but nonetheless, beautiful history pulled out of here. Wow, I cannot believe that. Awesome. All right, so it's been a little bit again, but I just pulled this D-buckle here. Still has the piece there that would have went through the strap. It's crazy because I have already been through some of these areas already, so to be still pulling some relics, it's really nice. Never hunted out. Low and slow gets the job done. We're gonna keep at it. So we're doing a check-in real quick. Might be jumping locations. Still the same farm, but I think we might go check and see if we can find the old original home site, the starter home. But Bruce just pulled this stirrup here. Looks like he's got a heel plate there. That's pretty cool. And then you got a mystery item real quick. We think it's a piece to an instrument. So if anybody knows what that piece right there is, definitely let us know. That piece there, they were both attached and they kind of came apart in your box, didn't they, a little bit, but it's awesome. Hopefully we can get on some more coinage, man. Trying out here. There's a lot of trash scattered. So right here in this hole, you guys see the glass. There's some coal as well. I just found this beautiful little Croto bell here. It's a number 3. You can see it there. My pinpointer's going off to let me know I forgot him down there, but that's the smallest, but probably one of the best Croto bells I found. I can't wait to get that cleaned out. I guarantee you that one still rings. Beautiful. Move back up here to the front of the house. Just pulled another pocket knife here, right by this big old tree. So I think a couple more. Hopefully we get on some more good targets. We're getting ready to wrap it up. Got a birthday party to get to, so let's see what else we can find. So I just found this button here. It says Super Little Mac on it. Not entirely sure what that would have been on. Maybe a shirt or something, like a kid's shirt. Pretty cool either way. Alright, y'all, and I think this is probably going to be my last target here, and it is a mystery item. I have no idea what this thing is. Kind of almost looks like a spear tip or something. I don't have a clue here. There's no marking on it. It looks like it was brass. It's super green. Pretty hefty. If anybody knows what that is, definitely let us know in the comments. Covered in sweat and mud. We're getting ready to get into the wrap up here. So again, this is Bruce's first day out here, so don't think that I cleaned up on him because he's out detected me before. Isn't that right, Brewski?
Yep.
Alright, so we're gonna get ready to get into it here. Right, we'll make this quick. Got some horse tack rings. I got this lid here, not entirely sure what that went to. Got some buckles, some pocket knives. I found this little 50s Matchbox looking car back there in the backyard. Found this, what I believe is a ring, toe tap, another mystery item there. There's that last thing I pulled there, a horse or a goat. This was probably to like a pewter spoon or a knife or a fork. Another buckle, the little World War II toy there. That really cool New York World's Fair Stork Club. That's 1939 on that. A couple of Union pins and keychains there. Got a dog tag, an awesome Croto bell. Found out this is a tape measure. Got a disabled veterans tag there. All these buttons. Found a majority of those in that button spill. Got a few coins here. Got a wheat penny, a Merc, and again, that is a 1937 on that. And then we got this Indian head penny here. Spin this guy around. Lady, I'm sorry. It's an 1881 there on that. And this absolutely beautiful piece here. Not sure if it's real or not. Again, we're gonna have to get it cleaned up a little bit better. But so there's my haul from this yard, and we'll jump over to Brewski's. All right, and again, this was Bruce's first day out, but I'd say he did pretty good. He's got a button there. Look at the size of this keyhole. That would have been a huge skeleton key. He's got a little bell there. Again, his mystery item. He's got a heel plate here. I believe that this is a handle to either a car or like a screen door. He's got a lantern top here, this awesome stirrup. And he's got another mystery item here. We're not entirely sure what this is. It kind of looks like it was going to be a spur, maybe, but I don't think that it would have had that plate on there. So, all right, and there's Brewski's cleanup. All right, everyone, we hope you enjoyed that video just as much as we enjoyed creating it. Don't forget, if you guys like anything to do with history, recovering relics and coins and things of that nature, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell to be notified, and we will see you all on the next episode of Indiana Unearthed. Until then, have a blessed day, everybody, and happy hunting. We'll catch you later.
Now rising from the earthen floor, Indiana is every find a prize. Metal gods sing beneath Hoosier skies.